Welcome to Trigger Puppy Chat, Quick Talk, Media Meltdown. We haven't come up with a name yet, but we're going to talk about Squadrons on PlayStation 5 and PC. We don't talk about Xbox, we don't like it. Chris, how excited are you about Squadrons? Because I'm there.
I can say, so I think for a lot of people, I grew up with Wing Commander, with X-Wing TIE Fighter, on PC.
Yeah.
We haven't had that kind of game in 20 years. I mean, they're starting.
Well, it's taken them 6 years
to really
even figure this out.
To get this going. So no, I think I'm hugely excited for this. And I'm fingers crossed that EA really does deliver a game that's what everybody wants to be. So you had some games that you were like,
when it first came out, I got N64. I'm not old, you're old. Shadows of the Empire. Bit me with the bug. Star Wars Rogue Squadrons that came out a year later, 2 years later, something like that. That game was awesome, and I realized, oh my God, I'm in love with flight simulators when they're Star Wars.
I'm gonna make a confession. If you haven't heard of Star Citizen, look it up right now because that is a tale of intrigue and drama and ridiculousness. But Star Citizen is the most crowdfunded anything of all time, and it's a video game that is from the maker of Wing Commander, and it's about flying around in space with your, World War II cockpit dogfighting, whatever. And that game has raised, I want to say at this point, almost $300 million in the last 8 years, because since the early 2000s, nobody's been making these kind of space dogfight sim kind of games. And so even if Star Citizen is a total scam, I'm not saying it is, the fact that EA recognizes finally, that there is just a hunger for this kind of game, for this kind of space flight, dogfighting Star Wars game, I'm like, thank you.
What I think is really cool about Squadrons, and I'm actually very surprised that EA is doing it, is that it is HOTAS.
I didn't even know it was HOTAS.
HOTAS, hand on throttle and stick.
HOTAS.
I think taking that into consideration, going that extra mile to be a true flight simulator.
I'm sure it'll be, it's going to have to be controller friendly, but the fact that they acknowledge that there's going to be people who are dead
hardcore
set on using, throttle and stick with it, that's pretty cool. That says something.
And I would like to tell those people out there who are buying those $300 whatever controllers to I'm gonna love wrecking you on my PS4 controller because there's no way it's gonna.
Gauntlet has been laid down.
It's been launched, sir. I know the PS4 controller is gonna work better, but the fact that they considered it, the fact that they're gonna do it, it's a little out of the arcade mode I thought we were gonna get for this.
Random factoid, I know that, is it the Navy uses Xbox controllers for some of their drone flying and whatever that,
that's
Air Force.
terrifying. Oh God, the nerds have taken over.
Nerds have taken over.
I've been hearing a lot that it's like Overwatch in space. There's 5 people, you get your own sort of thing. Everyone does their own thing, and then you have to work together.
And it's funny, I've heard that, but I almost think it's a step back from Overwatch because it doesn't seem hero-y. It seems like it's gonna be more like Battlefield or Battlefront, but just solely with vehicle. Because it seems like
that's a good point.
Right, that instead of you're heavy or you're scout or you're whatever, it's gonna be pick your attack craft or your bomber
Interceptor,
or whatever interceptor. It's gonna be sort of split apart, but it's just gonna be about picking whatever ship suits your play style best, which I kind of like. I'm not against hero shooters, but hero shooters in space, I want to jump into a ship and fly around and shoot things. I don't want to be thinking about, what's my special weapon for this character, or what's my I'm fine with this being kind of the basics. Let's get the basics right. I played the old school Battlefront, but you played the newer one a little more.
A little bit, yeah.
And it felt like they were trying to do too much. It was here's the hero characters, but also here's the space, and here's flying around, and here's there was you could do everything, but none of it was quite done perfect.
Yeah, a lot of little bugs and glitches. It was hard for me to get into the game. I bought it for $5 or something because they were basically giving it away, and it's just a lot of glitches, a lot of hard little things, and this does not look like it's going to have those problems. This is very slick.
There's a lot of, there's definitely a lot of hope. I played Jedi Fallen Order, and it's a cool game. It's fun. There definitely are some bugs in that game, and I think that's the thing a lot of people are hoping, that Fallen Order had a much quicker turnaround from development into getting released. They've been saying, that they've been developing Squadrons for a while.
Yeah.
that this is
Been
really...
in Canada under wraps for years now.
As all good things are under wraps in Canada, you know, just Canada keeps all the good things. Yeah.
I think the graphics for this game looks insane. I think the immersiveness, full VR, VR, big announcement. I think these are the type of games you do that with.
And this, it's so perfect because you don't have to worry about kind of the moving around. You're in a cockpit, you're locked off, you can just sit there and have the VR experience just looking around.
Yeah.
I don't have a VR...
You don't have to go walking into the TV like everyone makes their mom do for memes.
I'm a little excited. Maybe this is what gets me to invest in a VR setup, because this could be the thing that excites me enough.
That's what I would use VR for. That's like that, or like a good horror game, but I don't do a lot of horror games because I'm scared. That makes sense to me, being like, I'm stuck in this house with ghouls, and also flying through space and either emboldening the Empire or taking it down. So all in all, very excited about this. Let us know in the comments how you're feeling. We could not be happier, and we hope you are too. So check us back next time.